Hello there, this is question 3 from a test on various topics, including for this one, standard form. My year 11's had a go at this, so I presume if they're watching it, it means that they probably need a bit more practice on standard form, and I hope this video helps. This one is standard form, but we've got to do a calculation, a bit more wordy. The spaceship travelled for, well, that would be 600 hours, but 6 times 10 to the 2 hours at a speed of 80,000 kilometers per hour. That's nifty. And what it's asking us to do is calculate the distance travelled by the spaceship. Give your answer in standard form. We're going to have to work out the distance. So just as a reminder, distance is speed multiplied by time. So what we're going to need to do is take the speed, which is 8 times 10 to the 4, and multiply that by the time, which was 6 times 10 to the 2. I'm just having a check of the units. It says hours and kilometers per hour. So far we're okay. It's just worth checking that you don't have to do any conversions there. To do this calculation, it's easy to just multiply the two numbers and then multiply the two powers of 10. And that means that we end up with 8 times 6, which is 48, times 10 to the power 4 and 10 to the power 2. Multiply those two together and you end up with 10 to the power 6. Now I'm not quite done because it's not in standard form at the moment. 48 needs to be, well, the number for standard form to be the case is that the number needs to be between 1 and 10. So we need to change it to 4.8. In order to do that, I had to divide this by 10. And if I've divided that bit by 10, then I have to balance that out by timesing that bit by 10, which means it will go to 10 to the power 7. We've got a second calculation here. We've got 1 month an aircraft travelled 2 times 10 to the 5 kilometres. The next month the aircraft travelled 3 times 10 to the 4. Calculate the total distance. The easiest way to do an addition or subtraction of standard form, to be honest, is to write out the number as an ordinary number. So this one here will be 2 times 10 to the 5, means that instead of being 2, the decimal place will move in after the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the point at the end there. And we've got 3 times 10 to the 4, which is 3 with 4 zeros on the end. The power doesn't always correspond to the number of zeros. Just as a slight aside, don't forget if you got 2.4 times 10 to the 3, that will be 2400, because the decimal place was between the 2 and the 4, but what we want to do is move it 3 places, 1, 2, 3, which means that decimal place will move to the end. So just to clarify, times 10 to the 3 be 2400. Back to this one, we've now got 200,000 plus 30,000, which would be 230,000. And it did ask for it as an ordinary number, so I don't need to put it back into standard form. Again, I hope this was a useful or extra explanation. Feel free to go back and watch it again or ask me any questions via the comments if you want a bit more explanation beyond what we've talked about here.